Okay, I want to just talk for a moment about the financial plan, specifically the Money Guide Pro. But before we get to Money Guide Pro, I just want to remind you that one of these links went bad since I created this, and that is your risk score. And I have the new link in the announcements in Blackboard. So this is just kind of some exercises that I think are helpful for you to consider about your personal finances. The financial goals section down here is just for you to be thinking about what goals you want in your life, and the more that you write them down and think about them and start planning for them, the research shows the more likely you are to meet those goals. Personal budget, I can just grade for, did you make an effort at trying to do this? Over here on the right is kind of a breakdown of what a typical person might spend on out of their income. You can come up here and look at kind of what you think your estimated annual salary would be by going to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Some of you might already know what your salary is going to be, but this is a great exercise for everyone to think about what's going to happen after you graduate in terms of your finances. The auto insurance quote, this is for an annual premium. I know some of you have already gotten maybe a monthly or a 6-month premium. If that is the case, just type down here that it's for 6 months or 1 month or whatever. Do your best to try to put these in here. So this would be, the amount here would be how much of your annual premium that is, $50, and then here's what like your liability would be per person. So it should look something like that. Under the Money Guide Pro, the one section, it's kind of my fault. I didn't do a really good job in explaining this. But I just want to go through how you would do an additional investment of $100,000 with $18,000 into an account each year that will increase with inflation. We're not going to worry about a 401k at this moment. So under investment assets, you can just go to one total amount. You're going to put in, you already have 100,000, and it says, okay, what portion of this is in a 401k? And you're going to say, okay, it's all in a 401k. And how much you're contributing, including any match from your employer. This is, because there's a number of different ways you could kind of put this in. So I'm going to say $18,000 a year. What percentage of your assets are invested in stock? I think I said 60. And then you say done. Now, the other thing that I said on the Excel or the handout was that this had to grow by inflation, and it didn't ask you that. What you have to do, it's a little tricky, click back on Other Employer here, and then it will bring up a screen that will give you more options. And right here is where you're putting in your $18,000, and it says check if you're going to increase by inflation. So that's what we want to check, because that would be the most likely situation. You're not going to put in the same amount every year for the rest of your life. It'll probably go up by some amount. So we're just going to say increase by inflation, say done, and that's pretty much it. So it should look like something like this. Now, it doesn't show any different with the inflation or not, but it'll make a difference when you run the trials at the end. And that's it.